Hi everyone, welcome back. Okay, so we're back with part 3 of our No Chipboard album. And the first thing we're going to do is, instead of doing page 2, which we are going to do, but we're going to line our pages. Now, so far, this page we built outside the book and then glued it into the book. There are quite a few pages that we're going to do that with, but there are some pages that we can glue our paper and mat our card into. So let's do that. So let's see. So we have page 1, which we've done. Page 2 that we're going to do, so we'll leave that. Page 3 is a flip page, so we have to leave that. Page 4 is a pocket, so we can do that. So this is our 8x6 card mats that they've been working with. This is my cream one. So I can go ahead and put this on into this page. So this is page, let me just double check, 1, 2, 3, page 4. Get my glue to work. Maybe. There we go. So we'll just go ahead with page 4. And the reason I'm doing this is because this gives the book some weight when we're working with it. So wait a minute, what on earth is going on with this glue? I think that's it. That's the only thing I didn't like about this glue, is it gets clogged up. I know all glues get clogged up, but it's so annoying. Okay, there we go. So we will just put this on page 4. Just matting it onto our page. Making sure we've got our border all the way around. It's nice and neat and even. Like that. And just press it down. And that looks about right. And then we're going to take our patterned paper and put it down. So we are going to start with, so we'll have that one dark, so we'll have this one light. So we'll have this one. This paper has got like the bird cages on it. So I'm just going to pop on my glue. So what I'll do is I'll put all these pages in, I'll glue them in, and then I'll come back and tell you what pages I've put them on so that you can do it too. Okay, so we'll fast forwarded a wee bit. So if you want to pause me after I've told you how to do, which pages that we've done it on, that's absolutely fine. So, wait a second, let's fix this a wee bit. You can see me, there we go. So, we have our front cover. We have page number 1. Page number 2 is left blank. Page number 3 is left blank. Page number 4, we've put our card and then our designer paper. And remember, our card is 8 by 6 and our designer paper is 7.5 by 5 3/4. And then, so, wait a minute, I've lost my pages. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Page 5 is left blank. Page 6, we've got our card and then our mat. Page 7, we have our card and then our mat. Page 8, we have our card and our mat. Page 9 is blank. Page 10, we have our card and our mat. So this is how we're looking so far. Okay. Okay, so what we're going to do now is page number 2. Okay. How are we looking for light? Are we okay? So, page number 2, we are going to build outside our book. So we have our 8x6 piece of card. We have our 5 3/4 by 7.5 piece of designer paper. Then the first piece we're going to do, what we're making I'll just show you this quickly, is this page here. So we have our flap open and gatefold at the top, and then we have our book at the bottom. So that's what we're making just now. So what we can do is put our designer paper on. We can glue this together and get this glue to work. I think I'm going to have to open up another glue. I can't really complain, this one has lasted me a long time. So we're just matting this one on, like so, making sure we're all nice and square. Okay, so that's our main piece that we're going to be using. Let's see if I can... Okay, so that's our main piece. Now we're going to make our gatefolds. So we need 2 pieces of card, and we need them at 3.5 by 3.5 square. So 2 of these, okay? And then we need 4 pieces of our designer paper, and we need them at 2 3/4 by 3 1/4. So 2 3/4 by 3 1/4, and we need 4 of these. Okay, so what we're going to do is take our scoreboard again. Okay, and we're just going to score our 3.5 by 3.5 squared on one side at 1/2 inch, like so, and the other piece at 1/2 inch, like so. So nice and easy. Like I say, I don't like doing a lot of measuring, so I just try and do it as easy as I can, so that I know that if I can do it, all you crafty, talented ladies can do it, because I am definitely not the best at measuring things. Okay, and then we're just turning over our wee tabs that we just scored. So we have these 2, and then what we're going to do is put our 4 pieces of designer paper that we cut out, one on the front and one on the back. So it's just like the other wee tabs that we made, just a different shape. So we're just going to pop these on. So I've got 3 sides on now. I'm just putting on the last side here. Okay, I'm just going to pop this on here. Alright, so now we've got these, our 2 wee doors. They're decorated on both sides. So we'll bring this piece back in again. Just make sure that's all stuck down. And we're going to stick our wee doors, one on one side, one on the other side, so that they open up like a wee gate. So what we're going to do, just wipe off some extra glue I've got there, is on the inside of the flap, we're going to put our glue. And we're just going to position it where we want it at the top, wherever you want it to open. And I've just put it, I'll show you in a wee second. And then just open it up first of all and just give it a wee press to make sure it's down. And I've just aligned it so that you can't see the top of the paper. So when you open it up and close it, it's covering the top of the paper. So that's how I've aligned it. And then just put some more glue on the inside of this one. And line it up with the other side just by closing it over and lining it up. So it's just your basic gatefold really. And just open it up and give it another wee press to make sure it's nice and secure. And there we have our top gatefold, and you can't see the hinges, they're concealed on the back. And that's a good thing about assembling all this first, because when you put it in your book you can't see how it's been done. So that is our 2 pages there, 2 wee openings. So we'll put that to the side, and now we're going to do the bottom part, which is the flip up book. So what we need for this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of our card, and they are to measure 5.5 across the way and 3 3/4 inches down. So 5.5 that way and 3 3/4, and we need 5 of these. 5 of these pieces, okay? And then we need, I think it's 9. I'll just check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pieces of our paper, and these need to be 5 1/4 that way and 3 inches that way. So 5 1/4 by 3. Now you can have these all the same if you want, or you can have them all different. I've got 8 of mine the same, and I've got my top page different. It's up to you. You can have everyone the same, everyone different. It's totally up to yourself how you're decorating your book. But like I said, 5 1/4 by 3 inches. Now if we go back to our card, what we're going to do, this is our 5.5 by 3 3/4. On the 5.5 end side, we are going to score 1/2 inch. So I'll bring my trusty scoreboard back in. Like I say, if you don't have a scoreboard, just use a ruler and a pencil, or a ruler and a scoring tool. So on the 5.5 inch edge, I'm just going to do my 1/2 inch on all 5 pieces. Okay, I'll just do this quickly. 1/2 inch. And the thing is, when you learn how to do these wee books and wee flaps and things like that, you can adjust them to any size that you like for whatever particular album you're making or flip book you're making. So once you've learned these techniques, it's great. That's what I've found. Now that I know how to do them, I can do them in all different projects. So all I'm doing now is folding over, oops, I didn't make a very good job of that, just make sure it's straight, folding over my scored lines on all 5 pieces, just folding them all like so. Okay, now what we're going to do is glue our designer paper. So I'm going to take one, and it's flap side down, and I'm going to take my top piece of card and glue this onto the front. And then with all, in fact, what I'll do, yes, so we'll take the first piece and we'll put this on first. We'll just put this on the front. And it should fit perfectly with a nice border around the edge, like so. Okay, so what we're going to do now is put our book together, and it's really, really simple. We're just going to put them back to back like so and glue them, this tab onto this book, this tab onto the next book, until they're all glued together. So I'll do the first one and then I will pause it and do it all so you don't have to watch me doing it. So I'm just doing this tab onto this book, lining it all up. It's all nice and square, and then pushing it down. Just letting the glue get a hold of my book. And then I'm just going to open it up and squeeze down on the inside just to make sure it's secure. And that's what you do with all of the books. So you do that one, and then you go on to your next one, next one, next one, until all the 5 are glued together. Okay. Okay, so now we've created our wee book, we've stuck them all together. We are going to decorate with our paper. So we're just going to stick one in each page like so until the pages are all filled. Okay, so when you've stuck all 9 pieces in, you'll come to the back page and you have this loose flap and this blank page. So all we're going to do is stick the flap down to our back page like so, and then put our glue all the way over our back page that's blank without the paper on it, all the way over. And we're going to take our page of our book in, line it up underneath the gatefold to where you want it, just in the middle, and give it a good press and just hold it there for a couple of minutes. Make sure that it is dry. Now when we're decorating the book, what I did with the gatefold in this album was I cut out a wee sticker and stuck it onto a bit of card and made this like a flap opening for the book. So when you come to decorating your gatefold, obviously you can do that on here if you wish, or you can just leave it the way it is, it's up to you, or you could make a wee clasp opening or whatever you like to do, or put magnets on it or whatever. So that is this page with our book that opens up for all our pictures and journaling and things. So we're going to pop this into our album as page 2. Just put lots of wet glue on the back. So turn it the right way and just pop it into my book, making sure I line it up where I want it. Here, making sure it's lined up nice and straight and giving it a good hard press down. Obviously once the glue all sets and dries, it makes the book a lot harder, a lot more rigid than what it is just now, but once it all dries it will be. So that is page 2. So now this is our page 1 with our flip opens, and our page 2 with our gatefold and our book at the bottom. So that is all ready to be decorated however you want to decorate it. So page 1 and page 2. Page 3, we're going to make a big flip. Page 4, I'm going to leave blank, I think. Yeah. So we'll concentrate just now anyway on page 3. So let me get the things together and then I will come back. Okay, so to build this page, we need our 8x6 piece of card, our 7.5 by 5 3/4 piece of paper. We need another piece of card that is 5.5 by 4.5 inches, 5.5 inches by 4.5 inches. Then to mat onto that, we need a piece that is 5 1/4 of our paper, 5 1/4 by 3 3/4 inches, 5 1/4 by 3 3/4 inches. Then we need a piece that is, 4.5 this way, 4.5 by 5 1/4. So 4.5 inches by 5 1/4 inches. So this is what we're going to do. We'll pop them aside just now, and we're just going to mat our designer paper onto our card as usual, like so. And we'll just mat that on there. Okay, and then we will take, let me see which way I have got this. That's that way and that way, so that's fine. Then we're going to take our piece that is 5.5 this way and 4.5 this way, and we're going to score 1/2 inch along the 5.5 inch side. So we'll take this out the way just now, and we'll just score it 1/2 inch on this one, and then we'll take our other piece of card that is the 5.25 this way by 4.5 this way, and we're going to score it on the 4.25 inch side at 1/2 inch. Okay? Okay, I paused it for a second there because I forgot. I realised that we need our pieces of paper that we're matting onto our card. We need 2 of each piece. So the piece that is 5.25 by 3 3/4 of our paper, we need 2 of those. So 2 pieces at 5.25 by 3 3/4, and 2 pieces at, where is it? 2 pieces at 5, wait a minute. 2 pieces at 4 by 4.5. Sorry about that, my husband popped in. Okay, so we take our piece of card, our smaller piece that we folded. This is our 4.5 by 5.25 piece. And then we're going to take our 2 pieces of paper that are our 4.5 by 4. And we're just going to mat these on to our flips, just like we did the last time. So this is the easy part. So we'll just stick these on. Stick this one on the front, leave a nice wee border. Okay, so all I've done is put my paper on both sides of the flaps. I've just mounted it on. Excuse me. So now we're going to assemble our page. So I want the larger piece to be at the bottom, like so, opening that way, and then I want this piece, the smaller piece, to go on the top and open that way. So all I'm going to do is on the inside again of my flap here, I'm going to pop my glue. So as you can see, it's really simple. It's just really quite repetitive, the technique. It's just really your measurements that you change, and you could have your measurements whatever size you like. Whatever size your photos are going to be, you could make your measurements to that. Or if you want it to be a journaling space, or you could really have it whatever size album you like and just adjust these. And that's all I did, was take different sizes and adjust them, because a lot of them were done in American sizes and they do it in like 8ths and things like that, and I don't like working like that. I like just working in old money, like inches and 1/4 of an inches and things. So I just changed it to how I wanted it. So we'll just stuck down our top one, and we'll just open it up to make sure that it's glued down properly, and then we're just going to stick this in our book, ready to be decorated. So we've got page 1, page 2, page 3. So again, just lots of glue all over the back, and just pop it in our album. Just making sure I don't go over that crease there, and getting it nice and straight, giving it a good push down, which is a wee bit awkward because we've got the other page on the back. So just sometimes it's easier to close it over like so, and then open it up, and there we have page 3. Nice and easy. So we've got page 3 with our large flip, our smaller flip at the top, and our larger flip at the bottom. Again, to be decorated any way you like. So that's how we've done so far. We've got our page 1 with our 2 flips and our top pocket. We've got our book here. We've got our flip out gatefold here. And then on page 3 we have our large flip outs here. So we will leave it there because this video is getting a bit long, and I will upload this one, and then the next few pages are really quite simple. All we're doing is another book and another flip, and another large flip here, and I'm going to do a double pocket on one of the pages. So yeah, I hope you like this video, guys. Here is our page that we've done. If you do, please give me a wee thumbs up and subscribe, and stick around for the next video, part 4, which will be coming up real soon. Thank you. Bye bye.